Mixed doubles gold medal on the line between the top two seeds. Jill Braverman and Will Howells taking on Megan Fudge and Jack Monroe. Oh, yeah. Easy put away there for Howells. Fudge sends it long, and the first game belongs to the top seeds.
Great movement there from Will Howells, again anticipating that lob.
Put away from Howells and a little excuse me on the end.
Oh, net cord.
Five-hole winner off of the net cord, and Will Howells and Jill Braverman capture the gold medal in straights. Will Howells and Jill Braverman, fresh off of their gold medal in Fort Lauderdale, the top seed back in the quarterfinals. Well, they'll be facing Daria Walczak and Patrick Kawka, who had their coming out party last year in Sacramento in the mixed doubles quarterfinal, or the Sacramento mixed doubles draw, where they ran through it and shocked everyone, ending up with a silver medal there. But it is going to be a tough test today against Braverman and Howells. This duo works together so well.
We see Will Howells right there. Yeah, the communication, the coverage, the comfortability between Howells and Braverman, they're a very, very difficult team to beat. Braverman's going to set Howells up. Watch for Howells with the backhand flick, the fast hands, and he knows when to speed that ball up and the spot to go with it. So if Kawka and Walczak are really, we're almost talking about a similar matchup to the quarterfinal that we just saw.
I would agree, absolutely.
As far as Kawka is going to come in, he's going to be aggressive with the drives, and he has a lot of power. Walczak has a lot of power too. And when they made that run in Sacramento, they just came out and were aggressive and really put the pressure on.
They get a gift early on from a missed serve, so they get on serve, do Walczak and Kawka without any points being scored against them. Kawka can't make the pickup. Kawka and Howells know each other well. They've played men's doubles together.
Ooh.
Kawka forehand winner right past Braverman.
I mean, that's scary when that ball sits up that high there from Kawka.
Kawka's forehand packs an absolute punch.
Oh,
that time Walczak misses the roll.
Yeah, just a little too big there from Walczak.
We've seen Walczak's game improve tremendously over the course of the last year on the singles side, but on the mixed double side as well.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, she's...
Oh, great spot from Kawka right on the pressure tee.
Howells almost caught up to it. Well, he caught up to it, just wasn't able to bring it back. But, yeah, excellent roll there from Kawka. But, Walczak, we're going to see her on Sunday in the women's singles final.
Her first singles final of her career here on the APP Tour. She doesn't make the pickup there, so 1-all.
Yeah, good spot there from Howells, finding the feet of Walczak.
Kawka stepping across, draws the error to get back on serve.
Yeah, so much power there in the swing of Kawka. You saw how he's short and compact, and then just the wrist and forearm strength, able to really generate a lot of power with that quick flick.
Oh, get out of here. 5-hole winner from Howells.
Hands battle number one right there. Howells eventually getting on top of that one, getting it down below the knees of Kawka.
I just want to watch that point on a loop. Tried for the midpoint tweener.
Yeah, tough pickup there for Kawka.
Big serve. Kawka can't make the return. Oh, how about Walczak coming through with the two-hand backhand?
And that is a very good sequence right there. She flicks it to the right hip of Braverman, knows that counter is going to come back to the backhand side. Ready for it. Nope.
Ball dropped just a little bit more than Kawka anticipated.
Yeah, just got a little too overextended.
Currently in Las Vegas with his wife. He was a newlywed last year. They've been together for a little bit over a year now in terms of a married couple.
Ooh,
nice
move.
Ernie there from Howells to get the winner.
Yeah, so quick and explosive there from Howells, recognizing that ball's going to come down the line. One step, jump the kitchen. Good hands there from Howells. Kawka wasn't expecting the ball to come back that high, was late catching up to it. Have to anticipate that every ball is going to come back against Howells and Braverman.
Oh, around the post, Braverman got it and let everyone know about it.
Yeah, and that's a good ATP there from Braverman. Catches up to it, doesn't try to go too sharp with the angle.
A timeout on court as the top seeds holding on to a 6-1 lead. The APP, UTR, and American Cancer Society have announced a partnership creating Doubles Dink for Cancer. The program is designed to spark healthier living and raise crucial funds for the fight against cancer through our love of playing pickleball. If you love pickleball and want to play a role in the ongoing fight against cancer, sign up to be an event director for your community today. Visit the app.global/doublesdink for cancer for more information. Mixed Doubles Friday here at Daytona. The top seeds off to a good start here in this quarterfinal, up 6-1 over the 8 seed of Daria Walczak and Patrick Kawka. Chad, what's impressed you about the way that Will Howells and Jill Braverman have started?
Well, just how quick they've jumped out to this 5-point lead. You know, the hands
so good on cue.
On cue, the hands from Will Howells and Braverman right now. The ball is jumping back on Kawka and Walczak before they're anticipating or expecting it to come back.
So then what's the adjustment that Kawka and Walczak have to make?
Every ball is going to come back. Expect every ball to come back. Cut your swing in half almost anytime you're going to attack and go with that second ball. Everything has to be a 1-2 or a 1-2-3.
Have to play a little bit cleaner as well. A couple of errors have resulted in a rash of points.
Even right there. So Kawka is speeding up and then watching to see if that ball is going to go through the gap. So now that ball jumped back on him and he's late for that second attack. Oh, just short.
Kawka asked for clarification. Take another look.
Yeah, the ball was short.
It landed just shy of the line as he was trying to cut it back across, and it brings up a quick game point for Howells and Braverman, leading 10-1-2. A missed third there from Braverman, so Kawka and Walczak still alive here in game number 1 for the moment.
Yeah, just a little hesitation there from Braverman. You can see himself telling himself to go forward into that ball. Oh, got away with one. Rare miss there from Howells.
Howells and Braverman haven't done much wrong here in game number 1. Oh, big forehand drive there from Kawka.
Yeah, just a little lackadaisical there from Howells. You saw him kind of just walk through that one.
We have seen big leads come back to bite several players over the course of the tournament so far.
No,
just long.
I don't know if you saw that, but Walczak went for the fake Ernie there, or try to put some pressure on, but she switched. She was going to do a left-handed Ernie right there. She switched to the left hand with the paddle.
We saw her do that a couple times in her singles as that sails long off of the paddle of Braverman. We saw her go lefty to get a couple balls back against Amanda Hendry. A missed third there from Kawka, side out, and so now Braverman and Howells will have an opportunity to close the door here on the first game. Game point number 2.
Ooh, lands in.
Right at the feet of Howells.
I mean, that's what you talk about when you want to talk about a good deep fourth. It's about as deep as you can go right there off that backhand from Kawka.
Howells right through the middle. It doesn't come back as the top seeds take game number 1, 11-4.
Typical insurance, you're just another senior.
That is the 3rd health insurance commercial with seniors at a farmer's market.
Right? Don't get me wrong, I love a fresh heirloom, but it's like those companies think we're all the same.
That's why I chose Humana. Before I signed up, I spoke to someone who actually listened to what I needed. She told me about benefits that were right for me, like vision and dental, all in my budget. I finally feel in control. What are you doing?
Taking control.
Humana, a more human way to healthcare.
Introducing Persona IQ, the smart knee. Address your knee pain with a replacement that contains sensors which capture helpful information such as your range of motion, stride length, walking speed, and step count to ensure your new knee is performing at its best. It keeps you connected to your healthcare team so you can receive important reminders and personalized recovery guidance. It's not a GPS. It doesn't collect where you've been or where you're going. Persona IQ, a smarter way to regain mobility.
The APP is sponsored by Les, official on-court apparel of the APP Tour. PickleballSuperstore.com, official online retailer of the APP Tour. And USA Pickleball, official sanctioning body of the APP Tour. The top seeds are halfway to moving through to the semifinals. Will Howells and Jill Braverman took game number 1, 11-4. Over Daria Walczak and Patrick Kawka. It will be Walczak and Kawka to serve first. Chad, what's the biggest adjustment you'd like to see Kawka and Walczak make?
Not have to start like that.
Yep.
Kawka and Walczak need to play aggressive, but they have to pick their spots better. We've seen the hands of Will Howells and the resets by Braverman. I think the biggest thing in game 1 is the attacks that came from, just lands in. The attacks that came from Kawka and Walczak, as we take another look at that forehand. But see, that's a compact forehand there from Kawka. We didn't see that in game 1. It was a little bit bigger swing, trying to do a little bit more. Not able to shape it.
That's a risky touch volley against someone who covers court as well as Will Howells.
Yeah, he got to that relatively easy. Just didn't have the angle to bring it back. But Kawka and Walczak were getting caught, not anticipating that ball to come back after their speed-ups.
Walczak left it a little short. Oh,
Ooh,
just wide. That was grip and rip all the way.
That was a bullet.
There's the flamingo. I was just going to mention we hadn't seen it yet from Kawka.
1 foot reach in flick. Nope.
Oh, just
He didn't
brushed
go,
it a bit.
Yeah, he didn't go full flamingo there. He didn't get the same amount of reach. Yeah, never gonna get that.
Well played there.
All right, that's a hit and hope right there from Howells, because both Braverman and Howells on the same side of the court, outside the sideline.
You have to hope someone misses.
Or you have to try and drop that in the kitchen so
Yep.
somebody can at least recover back into position. Nice reach in flick there from Howells. Goes crossbody on Kawka.
Pushes Walczak and Kawka onto second serve. Braverman uncoiling into the net, 1-all. Oh, a couple of big drives from Kawka and Walczak as they take their first lead since it was 1-0 back in the first.
Yeah, just a couple of missed volleys on the uncoil there. Ooh, Walczak was all over it.
They've done a better job of anticipating early on here in the second.
Nice flick there into the body of Braverman. Caused her to just jump up a little bit, so that ball came out flat off the paddle. Oh, wow. That is a very aggressive reach-in flick there from Walczak, going hard cross-court into the body of Braverman.
Oh, Walczak, good spot as she gets past the left hip of Howells.
So the intensity has picked up a little bit here for Kawka and Walczak. They're taking the chances of the speed ups, but now they're treating it as a 1-2. It's not just an attack and going to end the point.
There's Kawka getting a little bit big. Braverman and Howells making more errors here in game number 2 as well. They played a lot cleaner in the first.
Well, a lot of it is coming from that uncoil from the stack. Just not able to get up to the kitchen line and in position.
Braverman just sends it long, but to go... we'll hit on your point about this stack and the uncoil here in just a minute. While there is a timeout on the court, let's take a look back at our Vlasic Pickles Instant Classic from Fort Lauderdale.
The theme is new. It's a new year. We have a new location, a brand new facility, and gold medals to give away. Braverman sliding it through the middle.
Oh, net cord. Net
Five-hole
cord.
winner, and Will Howells and Jill Braverman captured the gold medal in straight. New year, same result. Chris Hayworth is golden once again. That top seed coming through here in Fort Lauderdale.
That was a look at our Vlasic Pickles Instant Classic. It's been a good start to the 2025 season for Will Howells. He took a pair of golds in Fort Lauderdale. He'll play for at least one here in Daytona Beach, as he's already punched his ticket to Championship Sunday in men's singles. Dario Walczak, Patrick Kawka trying to prevent him from moving any further in this mixed doubles bracket. Too much power from Kawka.
Little I formation there in the middle of that point. Walczak coming over for the poach. And then Kawka being right behind her and starting it again with the forehand.
Yeah, Kawka jumping just a bit.
Well, Howells and Braverman went into a half stack there. You saw that they didn't uncoil. Kept themselves in a better position.
Good defense.
Yeah, you just dug a ball from your feet, dropped it back into the kitchen, and then you step forward and attack from the transition zone. Very difficult position to be in there.
Braverman lets it sail wide.
Oh my gosh. Sorry, that made me laugh.
What doesn't make you laugh?
Braverman. Braverman with the little fake swing. Oh, that doesn't make me laugh because Kawka has so much power that there is no need for him to try and crack the ball in half with that one.
And all of a sudden, the wheel's starting to fall off, and Walczak calling for a timeout as Howells and Braverman have cut the deficit to 1.
Now, good timeout right here because Kawka and Walczak were kind of cruising a little bit. They were being aggressive, but it was right spots. They weren't overhitting. And now these last couple of points, Kawka has the sitter and tries to murder the ball, but hits straight down on it. Then he goes for a little bit too much on that forehand. This is where, smart timeout, try to curb that run or that snowball effect of errors right now.
Oh, what's the cause in the errors? You already mentioned trying to go for too much, but is it something that Braverman and Howells are doing, or is it just trying to get back on serve so you can get out of this game and rushing a bit?
Definitely rushing a little bit. And at the same time there as well was kind of, Kawka's looking at it like, hey, I'm going to put this ball away so there's no chance for it to potentially come back. Now that's a good move, and the swing was shorter. He took that ball further out in front, didn't try to do too much with it. Like I said, Kawka's got so much raw power that he doesn't really need to try and muscle up and do more.
It's so tempting, though.
Oh, absolutely. but if, think of it, I'll talk about it after this point.
Good combination as Walczak and Kawka able to side out coming out of the timeout.
Yeah, short and quick. And I was going to say, think about it as a baseball, softball swing. Right? It's more about timing. Mm-hmm. It's more about the ability to get the extension rather than you try to muscle up and everything's slow.
Because then you're tight.
Yeah, and the same thing here in pickleball. Oh, that's disgusting.
How beautiful is that touch with a little cut on the end?
Just a little shape right here. You'll see him caress the ball and just drop it into the kitchen line.
A little kiss.
But yeah, in pickleball, you try to muscle up and everything's coming from the shoulder. the muscles fire from small to big. If you fire big muscles first, those little muscles that are holding onto the paddle aren't going to be able to accelerate through that ball and ends up cutting the swing off.
Nice two-hand backhand roll from Howells. That's really improved over the course of the last year in his game.
Well, and he had it, but at times he was just kind of choosing wrong spots with it. Now, the focus is staying over the ball, not trying to rush through that speed up.
Second serve, 6-all here in game number 2 after Howells and Braverman took game 1 11-4. Flamingo Ernie to earn the side out. That's a little bit of everything.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a lean and clear the corner there from Kawka. Yeah, good spot.
Good spot as they get back in front by 1.
That's a good setup there, too. It pulls Howells out wide, opens up the middle of the court.
And I think you said something, not in the intention, but you said lean, and that's been a big part of Patrick Kawka's progression as well. He has gotten in fantastic shape ahead of the 2025 season.
Yes. And
the third there.
You'll talk to him about it and spend a lot more time training and a conscious effort to try to cut some body weight and be that lean mass so he can move faster on the court.
A couple of missed thirds from Walczak and Kawka after they retake the lead. Hits with Andre Agassi at times in Las Vegas. It's not a bad hitting partner.
I was going to say, not a bad hitting partner right there.
Oh, that's not coming back. Some of the best hands to ever happen.
Oh!
I have been so impressed with Walczak's defense in this match.
That is the second time Walczak has been down on the court, and if the ball would actually go back at her, there's not a whole lot of hope for her to get back. But, yeah, dug it from the shoelaces, and then the ball ended up sailing deep. And again. Yeah,
nice angle on the put away there for Howells. Conversation that we have constantly on these broadcasts of when you're putting away the overhead, it's more about the angle than it is about the power.
Yep.
Unless, of course, you're Patrick Kawka, and then you might as well just be able to hit it wherever you want.
That's where, if you're trying to put the ball through the court, Kawka might be your man.
Oh, great spot from Howells going back behind Walczak on the crash.
So, right there, a questionable speed up from Walczak. And she actually, a lot of the times when we talk about attacking a ball, if I attack angle, it's going to come back in a straight line. So if I attack forehand, it's going to come back on the backhand. And again.
Oh, Braverman 2 for 2 on the around the post.
But going back to, we'll take a look at that another ATP there, hitting Kawka right in the right kneecap. But going back to that previous point of the speed up, Howells was actually able to take an angled ball and hit it back on an angle behind Walczak, which is very difficult to do.
Good backhand flick there from Kawka. The thing about these pros that they make it look so deceptively easy.
Oh, yeah.
We can promise you that it is not. Walczak coming up just a little short as Braverman and Howells back in front.
Braverman starting to get a little vocal here. Usually that's a dangerous side, or sign, I should say, for their opponents when Braverman starts getting a little bit more vocal, a little chirpy.
First lead change, and then they add to it as Howells and Braverman within 2 of taking the match.
Yeah, a good timeout here from Kawka and Walczak, trying to slow the momentum here that Braverman and Howells are gaining.
Kawka and Walczak led by as many as 4. It was 5-1-1. And since then, Braverman and Howells have been able to go on an 8-2 run.
It's not a bad run right there.
No, Kawka and Walczak playing into that a little bit. They made some errors there in the middle of the game. They've dialed it back in, and the level really rising over these last handful of points.
Yeah, and Kawka and Walczak are still, for the most part, choosing the right balls to speed up it. But kind of what got them into a little bit of trouble was being a little bit overly aggressive.
A quite literal interpretation of if you're going to go down swinging. Back to action with Howells and Braverman leading 9-7-2.
It was not deep.
And a sigh of relief from Daria Walczak as she walks back towards us.
Just a little bit
Watch
wide.
his facial expression. The eyes said everything.
Oh, just wide. Kawka trying to catch Howells on the uncoil of the stack there.
Well, that had been a good strategy for the majority of the second game. That's how they really got off to that good start. They caught Braverman and Howells in the middle of the uncoil.
Not the side out that Walczak and Kawka wanted.
A couple of
missed
scratchy
thirds,
moments there.
Missed third and missed fifth.
Oh, too good from Howells and Braverman. Match point for the top seed.
Well, Walczak had gotten Braverman a couple of times on that cross-court speed up because she's sitting forehand. This time, Braverman's sitting all over the backhand.
Big drive from Howells to end it. The top seed is through in straight. We'll talk to them when we come back here at the APP Vlasic Classic Daytona Open.
People play pickleball for exercise, competition, or to hang out with friends. What your reason is doesn't matter to Gamma. What matters is that you play, that you enjoy playing with passion, and you have so much fun you can't wait to play again. At Gamma, we offer paddles perfect for all levels, including yours, because pickleball is about you, the player, and what feels right. Pickleball is your game. Make Gamma your paddle. Play to live, live to play. Gamma Pickleball.
Introducing Skechers Pickleball, the official footwear of the APP Tour. They're ultra lightweight and responsive for incredible speed. They have Goodyear rubber outsoles with a specialized pickleball design for increased side-to-side stability and agility. Plus, they feature shock-absorbing foam and Skechers' famous relaxed fit design for incredible comfort game after game. Conquer the court in comfort. Skechers Pickleball, the official footwear of the APP Tour.
16 years from today.
Our second quarterfinal is in the books. It's the 1 seed of Will Howells and Jill Braverman moving into the semifinals. There's too much power and too much precision from them. They're courtside with Dorian Kraft with our Franklin post-match interview.
Thanks, Chad. Jill and Will. See if we can get the music turned down over there. All right, we can just have a dance party. Here we go. We saw your moves on the court. They were really good. You guys are moving back into the semifinals as the top seed. And Jill, while we were waiting here to have this post-match interview, you were saying nobody can do it like Will does. Why were you saying that?
I've been blessed to play with some amazing male partners, and Will is just next level. It's so fun to play with him. Such a joy, always positive, always thinking, so smart on the court, so patient, so disciplined. So it's just a ton of fun.
And before I go to Will, I want to take you back to yesterday because we saw in his singles match, you were in his corner. You were cracking up. He was a little stone-faced. What was the conversation there?
He actually said something really funny. I don't remember what it was, so maybe it wasn't that funny, but I thought it was pretty funny at the time.
Will, when we talked in Fort Lauderdale, when you guys took home that gold medal, we talked after the match, and Jill admitted there was no plan. You guys were just going out. You were making it work. What was the plan coming in to this tournament and this quarterfinal specifically?
Yeah, this match specifically, we know they're an explosive team and they're going to come out firing. We said stay super disciplined, work for long points and go from there.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, we saw the moves on the court. I'll work on mine in between matches, but we'll see you later coming up in the semifinals. Don't go anywhere. Still plenty more action here at Daytona.